Okay, so this is a presentation of basically my project plan for my capstone. Um, and like I discussed earlier in the semester, the title of my project is going to be Is Social Media Successful for Local Campaigns? And it's going to be a mixed method study, which means that it will combine qualitative research and quantitative research as well as a literature review. So the purpose is to discover if social media is effective for local campaigns such as state rep and Senate races. As I said before, I'm involved in politics. I do a lot of work for the House Republican Campaign Committee, and I find that social media is very underutilized. So I would like to see through my own research and using one of my candidates as a quote-unquote guinea pig if this is something that our campaign committee should be looking into as a worthwhile resource. So the goal, increase knowledge and awareness in both the academic and political worlds of using social media as a campaign resource. I would also like to have a successful social media campaign for my candidate, John Cirillo, and hopefully this will all result in my capstone being published in a research journal. The vision for my project is a thesis that will come out around between 30 and 60 pages, and this will include tons of different sections. I'll go over it in another slide. My success criteria is hopefully my campaigning works on social media and it is effective, and hopefully John will get elected. And another success criteria I have for myself is to have a conversation around the political world and how to implement using social media in a successful way for our candidates and our current elected officials. So my dependencies are academic research, interviewing my candidate, as well as interviewing other people in his district about his social media, implementing the right tools such as SurveyMonkey for my survey that I'm going to distribute, a positive response to social media from constituents in John's district, and staying on a very strict timeline, which shouldn't be a problem because we're campaigning, so we're already on a strict timeline. Constraints. As with any project, time is going to be a huge factor here. And then another one is going to be posting positive social media content. Usually with campaigns, things can get pretty negative, but my philosophy with social media is to keep it positive, so that's what I hope to do. In scope, basically posting and managing content on Twitter and Facebook. I've already started with John's Facebook, and we're already up to 300 likes in a matter of 3 weeks, so that's about 100 likes a week, and I'm pretty happy with that so far. And my thesis is going to be broken down to the following sections, which will all be in scope: abstract, introduction, quantitative research, qualitative research, analysis, discussion, reflection, suggested improvements for future study, conclusion, appendix, works cited, and a bibliography. It's a lot to chew on, but I'm very excited. Out of scope, retail under the campaign. That's basically knocking doors, having a direct mail plan, things of that nature are out of scope for this particular campaign. I will still be doing them on the side, but it will not be measured in my thesis. Other things that will be out of scope are social networks outside of Facebook and Twitter. Instagram is definitely coming along in the political world. We don't use it for many of our members, but it is being more used for higher officials, so I'm not really ready to bite off that much quite yet. Requirements for my project: quantitative research data on the topic, interviews and surveys, literature review on the topics, qualitative research on the topic, and lastly, a thesis formatted in standard academic writing style, otherwise known as MLA. And finally, my risk management plan. Instead of typing out all these risks, I decided just to put the table out there. So basically, this completing project plan has already been completed, and the risk of not finishing before the course ends is irrelevant at this point in time. So the first one's already out, but basically complete research about mixed methods research, and if I can't find enough sources, I'm going to come back to you, Prof. Groin, for sources if I can't find any. I also have a backup plan of my best friend has a Master of Science in Library Studies, so she's also on board to help, and that's going to be one of my solutions for completing my literature review. Is if I can't find sources, I'm going to go to her in addition to the Yale Library. Complete research work and create social media platforms already done. The social media platform has been created, and John has given me the proper permissions to manage his social media site, so that task is already complete. The surveys and interviews, if I can't find enough people, I'm going to search for more people through my network and my dad's network. Complete first draft and submit for peer review. If I cannot find a peer to review it, I'm going to ask my former advisor at Albertus to help find me one. And lastly, complete the final draft. A risk is not finishing on time. I hope that doesn't happen, but I plan to stay on track using time estimates in Project Libre, and hopefully I will complete the project on time. And basically, like I said, how I'm going to do this is using the two programs that we learned to use this semester, Project Libre and Concept Mind Map, to stay on track and finish on time. So I just want to say this has been so helpful in planning my project, and I'm really excited to see the outcome, and hopefully November brings great news. Thank you so much.